Let's do this curly hair routine. Start shaking, give them a faint. Very open and real about it. And that's breakfast. Today is a rest day today, and I'm really leaning into giving my body a chance to recover. In the past, I have not been good with this, and I honestly still really struggle doing this because movement is a form of therapy to me. However, I'm learning that rest is equally as important. I'm really leaning into giving my body the chance to recover, and part of that is slowing down, turning into my body and giving it the care it needs. So today, I'm treating myself to a much needed massage. That felt so good. So good. Hold on, I still have spa music on. So good. I usually like massages at night. It's nice to just kind of go to bed after. Recently, I've been doing a split with a massage therapist. Her name is Suri. She actually is in Los Angeles, and she is incredible. I met her because I used to work at Equinox as a personal trainer, and she was a massage therapist at Equinox. I paid my own money. I absolutely fell in love with her. And then recently I went back to Equinox. I work out there sometimes. I ran into her and she was like, I would love to do a little trade where I'll give you a massage and then you can train me. And so every other week we do like a swap between I train her, she gives me a massage. I train her, she gives me a massage. So this week was my massage week, and I really needed it because I took a week off when my parents were in town. And this is my first week that I'm like going hard back at it, and it feels so good, but I am so sore. So I made today my active recovery day, or I should just say like my recovery day. I gave Moose to my neighbor because he doesn't do well when this happens, just because he barks and he doesn't like his crate when we're out here, and he tries to jump on the table, and it's just not relaxing for anyone involved, including him. So I'm very grateful for my friends who are watching him for an hour. Anyway, it's Thursday, it's 9:30. I'm gonna make some breakfast, and we're just gonna keep going with this amazing day. It really feels weird starting this late. I usually just start my work day around 8 o'clock, so it's definitely a slow day today, but that's okay. I'm not someone that gets obsessed with meals, but this breakfast I just have every single day, and I have not gotten sick of it for like a month. I got this bread at the farmer's market. This is the naan. I usually get the sourdough, but didn't this week. I switched it up. It's also so important after massages to make sure that you hydrate really well. So I'm gonna make sure I do that. Picked out some electrolytes. These are from the Perfect Amino. So I like to add electrolytes in my water because it's beneficial, number one, but two, makes me drink more water. You guys, I think I have separation anxiety from my dog. Like, I miss him so much. It's been about like 2 hours since because I dropped them off at like 7:15. By the way, I'm gonna leave Suri's contact down below. I like to just kind of press it in a towel to just dry it. This salt, so good. And just a little piece of that sourdough naan. Zab's hot sauce is one of my faves. It's so yummy. And that's breakfast. If you try this breakfast, it hits every time. I'm starting today off with a lower body lift. I recently switched up my workout split, and I do this just because sometimes I need a little bit more motivation. I also was a personal trainer, and creating workouts is something that I really miss, and I think it's a creativity that I really loved when I was doing it, and now that I don't do it so often, I definitely can feel myself missing it. So the full workout is on the screen, but feel free to make any modifications to your needs, your goals, or if you have any questions, never hesitate to reach out to me. My DMs are always open. Something I actually get asked a lot about is my curly hair routine. Now, I'm always hesitant to film this because it is so simple, but there are little things that I do that make my hair look the way that it does, if you will. So I'm gonna show you. You're gonna need a microfiber towel. It doesn't need to be fancy, it doesn't need to be expensive. I got this about 12 years ago and it is still with me today. Do I need another one? Probably. I literally wear it every single day after I shower. And this is different than a regular towel. It's a microfiber towel and it does make a difference with your curls. You don't want your hair to soak up all the moisture. If you're trying to get those curls, you really don't want it sitting on your head for that long. So what I usually do is go ahead and put lotion all over my body and then I take it off. Like, I do not keep it on for long at all. That brings me to my next thing. I have been following Claudia for so long. She created a brand called Cyklar and I like to support brands like Claudia. I love it. When she had her old packaging, I tried that. I've only tried 2 of her scents. One being, I think it's the Crescent, it's like the OG one. And then this one is the Sacred Santal. Why can I not say that word? This is what I'm using. I'm also using the body wash, and then I'm also using the perfume oil. This is all in the same scent, and I'll definitely link Cyklar down below because you should try it and also support her, you know? Okay, now that we're lathered, let's do this curly hair routine. When I tell you what you put in your hair, like it matters, but it doesn't. I switch out my curly hair creams all the time. You have to train your hair. If I switch a product, it doesn't look great the first couple of days. You have to almost train your hair to be like, okay, this is how the product is gonna work in your hair, and everyone's different. Everyone's curls are different. That's the beauty in them. But for me right now, I have found that the Fenty hair, it's the curl defining cream, and again, I will link this down below. I also use the Fenty shampoo and conditioner as well. Love it. I have noticed my hair falling, not like falling out, but it's definitely shedding more. Now that could be because of a product, that could be because I bleach my hair, I get it bleached. That could be because I'm really stressed right now, hormones, whatever it is. I'm not gonna blame it on this product, but I did notice it starting around a similar time since using this product. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it and I'll report back. But as far as how my curls look, this stuff, and how they feel, this stuff is really, really, really good. Go ahead and we take out that microfiber towel. And I don't keep it on long because again, we wanna hold that moisture as much as possible. Another thing that really makes or breaks your curls is a good haircut. It's funny I'm doing this tutorial now when I like desperately need a haircut. When I like freshly get my hair trimmed and it's layered, I really don't have to do anything. Definitely try to find a good hairdresser that specializes in curly hair, because if they don't, I've had that happen before, and they don't really cut it the correct way, so it's either going to be way shorter than you want, or it's not going to be layered correctly, so it's not going to like scrunch great, and your curls aren't going to fall the way that you want them to. So make sure you really get a hairdresser that knows how to work with curly hair. Like puppy watch, because you know. I started combing out my hair with a wide tooth comb. If I'm trying to style my hair, this is the only thing I'll brush my hair with, because regular brush like this with the close bristles are going to break your curls apart. Alright, so now this part is super dependent on the product you're using, how much your hair absorbs. There's so many factors that are gonna go into this. For me, I'm going on day, I think 3 of not washing my hair. So it already has product. Obviously it's wet, I wet my hair, but the product is still in my hair. So I don't wanna put too much of this in, because it's just gonna make my hair look oily, greasy, and my curls are just gonna fall flat. They're not gonna be very like volume-esque, which is the vibe I personally go for. So I'm only gonna take a little bit, like literally this much. I go ahead and put it in my hands and I flip my hair over. Let me show you. Now we're gonna flip over. Because it is super wet still, I find that my curls don't frizz if I take, this is a microfiber towel, but it's just a little towel, and I like it for scrunching. You can use the same towel as what you dried your hair with. I just have these on hand all the time, so you just scrunch. And this makes it so your curls dry, so they're not like dripping wet. They're not gonna get like frizzy. They're just gonna curl really beautifully. I really flip my hair all around to really help with that volume as well. But there's a balance with everything. You can't do too much, you'll get frizzy. Find that balance for you. And I think with curly hair, everyone is so different. So I'm showing you what works with my hair, but I've been working with my hair my whole life. So everyone's curls are different. But if you can kind of just follow the base of like microfiber towel, comb, figure out what your curls thrive on in terms of product, either a gel, maybe you need like a mousse, maybe you need something like that. Just find what works for you and then just do the basics, you know, keep it simple, keep it healthy, get a good cut, you know, like that all helps. Okay, now I'm gonna do my skincare. I like to throw my hair up like this, very messily in a big clip, and this just helps dry underneath the hair a little. Looks crazy, but it honestly helps get the hair out of my face. But what it really does is enhances the volume on top of my hair while drying underneath, because sometimes if I'm just letting it dry it down, it kind of dries down and it doesn't, like my hair never dries. So this just kind of lets my hair underneath really form those curls while I do my skincare and makeup and everything. Moose found a plant and he's been having a field day. did it again. I knew it. I knew you were gonna do it. Yeah, that's your toy. That's what you're gonna play with. That's gonna be a fun mess for me in a sec. You want to behave now? You're just watching me? Get ready. What? Oh my gosh. Actually, the walls here are actually really good because I text my neighbors all the time when he's being a little brat, and I'm like, hey, I am so... I'm like, I am so sorry if you can hear him. And they're like, we don't hear a thing. So that's a win. Today's casual Friday fit is going to be, I just threw up last night, so I keep like feeling like he's gonna throw up again. Guys, you know what's crazy? I had a phobia of throw up. I don't know what the name of it is, but whenever I would either hear, see, know that someone threw up, I would just start shaking and my knees would just start shaking and I just wouldn't know what to do, and I would freeze and I would get really nauseous, I'd get dizzy, I'd literally feel like I'm gonna faint. He's thrown up many times and I have not really even, like I flinch, but I don't like go numb like I have in the past, you know? Feel my heart being so full since getting Moose, and being able to take care of something else or someone else is just something that I feel I was craving and missing without even knowing it. And since getting him, I feel like a piece of me, and it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but I do feel like a large piece of me feels more complete. I constantly have classical music on in the back. I literally work with that music on all day. It soothes him, it soothes me, soothes us. I'm not like in love with this outfit, but it, what? Today's outfit is very casual. These jeans are from a Goldie. Top is from Mango. It's just a very casual top. But I like it because the fit is really nice, and I really love basics if the fit is like perfect. So yeah, this is the fit. Casual, work from home fit. I own a company. It's a better for you baked goods company. We are specializing in cookies right now. Obviously, we have plans on expanding, but are in a tough patch right now, you could say, with the company. And I'm wanting to be just very open and real about it because this happens so often, and these are the types of things that I'm going through right now that I wish to God someone just freaking talked about. Owning a business is not easy. It's hard. You know, when someone sees Everyday Eats, I don't think have any idea everything that goes into it. And when you own a small business, you know, money is a thing. And I want to just preface by saying I am so fortunate to be in the position I am to have had even started a business. That being said, I'm in a place right now where we started the business. We did so well. We were able to right off the bat get in like 3 stores, and then work really hard. We door knocked. We literally went to every cafe along Abbot Kinney and just gave them flyers. We really just worked the system, and we networked. I mean, I networked any chance I got. Anyone I knew that had a small business or that had a coffee shop, I was like, yes, like I am willing to even sacrifice what I believe in my company so we can just scale and make money, so I can really see the big picture. Like, I was willing to do that. And then it just got to the point of me saying yes to everything and kind of forgetting why I started the company, which is for better for you baked goods. And I almost just was saying yes to everything, which I don't regret at all. In fact, I think it was really necessary. And then it got to a place where I could say no to some things and really put the focus on what I believe in. And now I'm in a place where I'm back to saying yes to everything, because we were selling to a coffee shop. I'm not gonna say names. I'll probably say who it is eventually, or you'll find out, but they decided not to pay us, which in hindsight, you know, we are our own bookkeepers. We send out invoices, and I noticed a large sum of money was not going in. I have bills to pay, I have my rent to pay. We're also needing to pay other people, you know, like the people that are helping us with the whole brand book, you know. That's very expensive, and we were able to do it at the time because we were hitting numbers and we were scaling and we were doing really well, and we were ready for that. And then all of a sudden, a company just says, yeah, they probably won't notice. We noticed, obviously. We've sent them multiple emails. We now have proof that we know that they are intentionally not paying us based on an accidental email that was sent to us. I am very frustrated. I'm very angry because we are a small business, and I think that that is just so disrespectful on so many different levels. And not to go into it, but when I did first meet this man, he was shocked I looked the way I did, I guess you could say. And I am saying all of this to say, owning a business is hard. You have to stand up for yourself at all times. We own a cookie company, and I say we, me and my mom. I have literally been sitting at my computer reading emails through about 5 different attorneys that are telling me 5 different things. I don't know which way to turn. I don't know if it's a small courts claim. I don't know if it's a civil court claim. I am learning for the first time, and I find that I want to talk about this, and I'm gonna go in more in depth when I feel I can. I wanted to talk about this because I have tried reaching out to so many other small companies and small businesses, and I'm like, have you guys ever experienced, you know, not being paid? And like, this has now happened 2 times at 2 coffee shops. Thankfully, one of them, you know, gave us our money. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. And I'm saying this because I'm just telling you, like, I am very stressed right now financially. I'm giving myself a timeline to make up those numbers. So now, on top of dealing with all of this, you know, all the lawyers, on top of editing all the content, on top of baking for the cafes that are paying us and now are treating us right, I am now trying to figure out how to scale the company, and I'm overwhelmed. So I say this to say, if you do want to start your own company, if you want to start your own business, I don't want this to scare you in any way. I just want to bring an awareness that this is something that happens. I'm guessing it happens regularly. Just make sure you're on top of your books. Make sure you're, you know, if you can, get a bookkeeper, because it's a lot to do everything. But yeah, just make sure you're on top of everything. Lesson learned on our part. So yeah, I just wanted to address that. What made me think of it was just got our final retail box finalized, like our design finalized. It just kind of hit a little bit because we're not ready for retail right now, even though we thought by this phase we would be. We ended up having to digress a lot in the company, which sucks. It is what it is. You know, this obviously isn't gonna stop me. It's just fueling me, if anything, and just kind of having me reset myself in a way where I just want to do well. So I'm gonna stop chatting your ear off. With all that being said, I have a lot to do, and we're just gonna carry on, move on, and we're gonna scale up, because I am not going back to Equinox. Not doing it. I refuse. So funny story. About a year ago, I was in Venice. I won't name names, but Open Studios. It was a great class. It was a great class. But I valet parked my car, and then when I got my car back, I noticed the back of the mirror, or like that little plastic part, the back of your side mirror, gone. I got an estimate. It ended up being like $500, like something crazy, and I just ignored it. But then I was in Target and I was on the phone with my aunt, and I literally was explaining to her exactly what happened about a year ago, how crazy it was. I still haven't had it fixed, blah, blah, blah. I got to my car. Guys, they stole the other one. So now I have two like naked side mirrors on my car, and it looks awful. Like, it looks so bad. There's like wires exposed. It cannot be safe, because if it does rain and they get wet, like it just, or if I get my car washed, like it's just, that's not good, you know, it's gonna ruin my car. So I am on my way to finally get these side mirrors fixed. I found a guy that will do it for the price of one. So he said he can take me at 2 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock right now, but I also have a lot of pants that need to be hemmed because they're just too long. I'm 5'2", and this happens every time I want to buy pants. Also doing that now.